Hello everyone! Here I am Aulia Nindita will explain something interesting about learning language. Have you ever wondered why do some people learn a second language easily while others find it difficult? This is a question many teachers and learners ask. Welcome to my presentation about the factors that help or hinder second language acquisition or SLA. Today, we will look at different things that can affect how well someone learns a new language. We will talk about motivation, cognitive skills, social influences, teaching quality, and cultural background. By the end of this presentation, you will understand what helps people success in learning a new language. Let's start by talking about motivation. Motivation is very important for learning a second language. It helps determine how well and how quickly someone can learn. There are two main types of motivation: intrinsic motivation and extrinsic motivation. Intrinsic motivation means you do something because you find it interesting or enjoyable. This type of motivation comes from within you. For example, someone who loves reading might want to learn French so they can enjoy books by authors like Victor Hugo in their original language. When you are intrinsically motivated, you are more likely to enjoy the learning process itself. Research shows that people who are intrinsically motivated tend to do better when learning a new language. They practice more often and look for ways to use the language in real life because they genuinely enjoy it. Some examples of intrinsic motivation include: first, enjoying the challenge of learning new words, and the second, connect with friends who speak the language. And the third is finding pleasure in watching movies or listening to music in that language. To boost intrinsic motivation, learners can focus on what they like about the language, like enjoying a favorite song or movie. This makes learning feel more rewarding and fun. On the other hand, extrinsic motivation is when you do something for outside rewards. This can include reasons like the need to learn a language for a job or school, wanting to impress parents or teachers, aiming to pass a test or get a good grade. Extrinsic motivation can help learners start studying a language, but it might not keep them interested for long. For example, if students feel they are only learning for grades and not because they enjoy it, they may lose interest once the pressure is gone. Some examples of motivation include job requirements that need you to speak another language, scholarships or awards for achieving certain levels of language skills, and then required language classes in school. While extrinsic motivation can be useful, it works best when combined with intrinsic motivation. For instance, having clear goals related to your career can help you stay focused while also finding enjoyment in what you learn. Next, let's talk about cognitive factors. These include working memory, attention, and how people think differently. Working memory is important for remembering new words and grammar rules while speaking. Learners with good working memory can keep this information in mind during conversations. Attention is also key. Learners who can focus on their language tasks without getting distracted are more likely to succeed. Different people have different abilities when it comes to learning language. Some people might find it easier to understand language patterns than others because of their unique thinking styles. Now, let's move on to social influences. These are very important for learning a language effectively. Talking with native speakers gives learners real practice that helps them speak better and understand more. Interacting with others not only improves speaking skills, but also helps learners pick up cultural expressions and slang that they might not learn from textbooks. However, how people feel about the target language can also affect progress. In places where the target language is respected and used often, learners usually do better. On the other hand, negative attitudes towards the language can make it harder for learners to stay motivated. Let's continue to the concept of instructional quality, a critical factor in the of second language acquisition. The way teachers deliver lessons and the structure of those lessons significantly impact how well students learn a new language. The first is importance of teaching methods. Effective teaching methods are essential for meeting the diverse needs of learners. Different students have different learning styles, and good teaching practices can help accommodate these variations. For example, visual learners. These students benefit from visual aids such as charts, images, and videos. Incorporating multimedia resources can make lessons more engaging and help these learners grasp complex concepts more easily. And then auditory learners. These individuals learn best through listening. Teachers can support them by using discussions, songs, and spoken instructions to reinforce language skills. And the last is kinesthetic learners. These learners thrive on hands-on activities. Incorporating role-playing, games, or physical movement into lessons can enhance their understanding and retention of the language. By using a variety of teaching methods that cater to different learning styles, teachers can maintain student interest and foster a deeper understanding of the material. And the second is well-organized curriculum. A well-organized curriculum is another vital aspect of instructional quality. A curriculum that is thoughtfully designed to meet students' needs ensures that they encounter appropriate challenges that promote growth without causing frustration or anxiety. Key elements of a strong curriculum include clear learning objectives. Each lesson should have specific goals that outline what students are expected to learn. This clarity helps both teachers and students stay focused on the desired outcomes. And the next is progressive difficulty. The curriculum should introduce new concepts gradually, starting with foundational skills and progressively increasing. This approach allows students to build confidence as they master each level before moving on to more challenging material. And the last is integration of skills. Language learning involves multiple skills: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. A well-rounded curriculum integrates these skills in meaningful ways, helping students apply what they learn in real-life context. Finally, let's talk about cultural context in learning a new language. Understanding the culture behind a language makes learning more enjoyable and meaningful. The first is learning through culture. When you learn about the culture connected to a language, like its stories, art, history, and traditions, you gain important knowledge that helps you understand the language better. Knowing about cultural references and customs help you communicate more clearly. For example, cultural references. Recognizing common sayings or important events can make conversations richer. For instance, knowing about a famous historical event can help you understand discussions about current topics. And then social norms. Understanding how people behave in different cultures is important for good communication. Different cultures have different rules about politeness and body language. If you know these rules, you can interact more respectfully. And the next is challenges for some learners. However, learners from cultures that are not as valued may face extra challenges. These challenges can come from how society views them or from having fewer resources to help them learn. For example, societal views. If a language is seen as important or prestigious, learners from less recognized cultures might feel discouraged. This can make it harder for them to feel confident using the language. Getting involved in cultural activities. To help with these challenges and improve their learning experience, learners should try to get involved in cultural activities. Doing these activities like traveling, attending local events, or joining cultural exchanges can provide valuable change to practice the language. These experiences help connect the language with its culture. For example, traveling. Visiting countries where the target language is spoken allows learners to experience the culture firsthand and practice their language skills. And then, community events. Joining local festivals or workshops helps learners meet others who share similar interests and learn more about the culture related to the language. In conclusion, the journey of learning a second language is influenced by a variety of factors that can either support or hinder success. We explored the significance of motivation, highlighting how both intrinsic and extrinsic motivations play essential roles in keeping learners engaged. We also discussed cognitive factors, such as working memory and attention, which are crucial for processing and retaining new information. Additionally, we examined the impact of social influences, emphasizing the importance of interaction with native speakers and the role of community attitudes towards the language. Furthermore, we highlighted the necessity of instructional quality, where effective teaching methods and a well-structured curriculum can cater to diverse learning styles and needs. Finally, we recognize the importance of cultural context, as understanding the culture behind a language enriches the learning experience. As understanding the culture behind a language enriches the learning experience and enhance communication skills. By considering these factors, educators and learners can create a more effective and enjoyable language learning environment, ultimately leading to greater success in mastering a new language. Thank you for joining me in this exploration of the key elements that shape second language acquisition. Thanks for your attention and have a good day!